listen up. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the podcast participants, and not to any participant's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. You know, for fun. So lighten up and enjoy. Stomping Jen.
Sawtooth, Frank.
Well, it's just me and you, once again.
For fun.
Yeah, I'm feeling like we shouldn't be doing so many of these, just me and you.
Why?
I don't think I have anything to talk about anymore.
You look like you have a giant list over there.
Yeah, it's not real.
All right, let's go
It's all
watch the
fake
Grammys.
news. No way. I'm not watching that shit. Okay, here we go. The Soft Serve Podcast. Creamy, delicious ideas without the creepy truck. Oh, you don't like it when I sing.
It's true.
You yell at me. You verbally abuse me and tell me I don't know how to sing, so I will not sing.
Not true.
I will refrain from singing.
Thank you.
Well, Stomping Jen, I said it at the open. It's just you and me here. Just us.
Just
no
the
guest.
two of us.
We've had many guests over the last 2 years, and we're winding down out of this pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
That might mean less guests going forward.
Why?
I don't know. Do people want to be on podcasts?
I don't know.
Beats me.
Only we can find out.
Yeah. So I wanted to start, last time on here, you announced on the podcast that you were running for office, for select board, re-election. You're running for re-election. So I wanted to see if you had any updates on your campaign for us. Are there any campaign updates?
I'm officially on the ballot.
So you got your signatures approved? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's progress.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah. Now I have to fill out some more paperwork for my finance reports.
Fill out more paperwork for your finance reports, okay?
Yes, for the finance campaign stuff.
What do you mean?
You have to do reporting on how much money you raise and how much you spend, and it's all public information.
How are you feeling about your campaign? It hasn't, from my observation, there's been much of a campaign yet.
No, it hasn't really been very much of anything, I have to be honest. So I still have signs from last time I ran, so I guess the next step will probably be trying to distribute those to people.
Right. You gotta get busy.
Yeah, we have a shit ton of buttons.
Right.
You gotta get rid of some of those
hand out buttons.
I have to go kiss some babies and shake some hands, I guess.
Huh, okay.
I don't know. There's, I don't have to do the introduction kind of campaign. I did that last time.
Okay.
So hopefully most people know who I am.
Who am I? Why am I running stuff? You think people will know? Yeah,
for the most part. So there'll be the information in the paper and, whatever other kinds of things. But
okay.
I don't know that I need to run a very hardcore anything this go around. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Don't take your base for granted. That's my advice.
Oh, I never do. Don't
take your base for granted. No. You gotta get out there. Let people know you're there.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want some up and comer like you were to sweep in and kick you out of office. You're doing some good things.
Thanks.
You told us what your platform was last time. I surprised you with that. It was a test.
It was a test to see if I know what I'm talking about.
It was a test of your mettle as a candidate.
Oh, thank you.
You passed. You did a good job. So we all know now what what you stand for, what you're going to run for. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you'll tell me if I'm going to have to stand outside somewhere with a sign.
Yeah.
And wave at people.
Yeah. It feels like there's not a lot of time because it's only a month and a half away.
Yeah. And
I guess I should start.
You better get cracking.
Crack-a-lacking.
Get those signs out there. I mean, we don't even have a sign in our yard, and you're running.
It's a true story.
Yeah, I mean, this is me saying it, not you. The people in this town are a bunch of lazy fucks, and they don't like to vote. I'll be honest with you. If I look at the number of registered voters who actually go out and vote, this is me saying it, not you. I'm not running for office, so don't hold this against. Don't hold
I'm not
my
using
remarks.
the same terminology, but there are, I think, roughly
lazy
at
fucks?
least 10,000 registered voters in our town, and our local elections our voter turnout is less than 1,000.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So hopefully people will come out and vote.
Oh, the thing that gets me is these fucking people on these Facebook forums start bitching and they don't bother to go out and vote.
No, and they also don't pay attention to actually what's happening. They spread misinformation about things based on what they think they know.
Yeah, so get out there and vote. And if you don't vote, this is me saying it, shut the fuck up. I guess you still have a right to say whatever you want, even if you don't vote. That's a principle of our democracy, too. Anyways.
Yeah. So, anyways.
That's me, not you.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks away.
All right. Well, good luck. I'm here to help you in any way I can.
Thank you.
Obviously.
Thank you.
I'm sure calling people lazy fucks isn't helping, but sorry for that. It's just got to be me. So you, since the last time we talked, are back from a trip to Mexico.
Oh, yes.
You went to Mexico.
Did go to Mexico.
Now, rumor has it there's going to be a dedicated podcast focusing on this Mexico trip.
Yes.
Now, I'll believe it when it happens. I don't know. I don't think you'll ever be able to round this crew up and get them in here.
Well, one of them is out of the country again, so not out of the country. They went on a plane to Puerto Rico.
And you said they wanted to do this live, right?
They wanted to come in here. Yeah, that was that was what was discussed. So.
All right. Well, I still need to talk to you about this. I'm contemplating potentially moving the location of our recording studio for the summer out into another space.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It might be better in there.
All right.
But I'm not entirely sure yet. I need to still think about that.
Whatever. We have our pictures and memories, and I'm sure we can recreate.
Well, I have lots of questions. Lots of questions about this trip. I think the truth has not been discovered or revealed.
What? You think that there was some other shady business that happened?
Something happened on this trip to Mexico, and I'm convinced, and I will get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
Through
your
relentless questioning.
Sure.
Poking holes.
Great.
I will find out the truth.
Sure.
So, I'm looking forward to this podcast. You need to make it happen.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So that's the Mexico trip. You're back.
Yep.
You're back. So one of the things I've been struggling with, I don't know if you have been, I mean, it's 2 weeks since the last time you and I sat down, and I feel like this pandemic, this coronavirus pandemic we've been living with now for over 2 years is ending.
It sure does feel that way.
It feels like it's winding down. Except
I'm sure it doesn't feel that way for a lot of people.
I'm going to get to that. I know it doesn't feel that way for a lot of people, but, and, you know, one of the things that I think we're not doing a good job of is remembering that there are still people in our country who don't have access to a vaccine, right? Those are people under 5, mm-hmm. right?
And immunocompromised.
Immunocompromised people have access to a vaccine, most of them. But those people still, you know, feel like they're at risk of getting really sick, and they might be, and I feel like we're forgetting about those people. But
I mean, our kids are still wearing a mask in school.
I know.
They haven't dropped the mandate.
They're like little mask Nazis. They won't take them off.
But they don't even have that option yet.
No, I know they don't. Well, they do have the option. They have the option not to wear them in stores. They have the option not to wear them in movie theaters. They have the option to not wear them in lots of places, and they still elect to.
Yes, that's true.
And I don't hold that against them. I commend them for it.
Mm-hmm.
For sticking to their guns. They have their own principles, and they're sticking to them.
Yeah.
That's fine. But, one of the things, though, that is a consequence of the pandemic beginning to wind down and transition into this concept of an endemic, right? Which I'm not an epidemiologist, let me just say that out front, but it's a virus that we're going to have to live with all the time, right? Is getting regular colds.
Oh my God.
And I have to say, I don't know how I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
But the three of you, Ted, Space Unicorn, and yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been living in a fucking tuberculosis ward.
It's been bad. It was worse than when we had COVID.
Oh.
It's cold that we all got.
It's awful. I don't know how I've missed it because I've been, lying in bed with you. Canoodling. Exchanging body fluids of various kinds. I haven't gotten sick.
Yeah, I don't know how you've not gotten sick.
I haven't got this cold. I mean...
Maybe you gave it to us.
I don't think so. I've not been as sick as all of you in any way. Maybe I had a milder version of it or something.
I have no idea.
So...
You're very lucky, though, because it's not been a fun cold.
No, it doesn't seem like it's fun. But anyways, this is something that we're going to have to start dealing with again.
Yeah.
As people are out there
regular sicknesses.
Bumping shoulders and being around each other. These colds. And it costs money. I had to go and spend $40 the other night on...
Cough medicine,
cough drops. I bought something else. I bought a vitamin water zero. So it probably would have been less than $40 if I didn't buy that.
How much is a vitamin water?
Oh, it's like $2 and some amount of money.
Ugh, I'm so pissed.
Why are you pissed?
Because today I went to Target.
Okay.
And I scanned in. I had 2 boxes of dryer sheets, and I scanned in an additional one.
What do you mean you scanned in an additional one?
I scanned in. I paid for 3, but I only bought home 2.
Oh. Have you ever not paid for something at Target by accident?
I don't know. Probably. That's why I didn't go back in. I didn't make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
But it was annoying.
Why was it annoying?
Just because, Space Unicorn said, did that go in twice? And I was like, oh, I don't think so, because we had 2 boxes. But then later, upon further reflection upon the receipt, I realized I had indeed paid for 3.
Okay, well, that's your great Target fiasco of the dryer sheet incident. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot more people out there in places and in the world. I'm noticing it, dealing with people.
Yeah. I went to Whole Foods.
Yeah, that's on my list of stuff to talk about. The Whole Foods we go to, they dropped the mask mandate, and I've elected not to wear a mask when I go into stores for lots of reasons I'm not going to bore you or anybody else with. Right, but it's my observation that the majority of people who are going to Whole Foods are still wearing masks.
There were a number of people still wearing a mask today.
Yeah, well, again...
I don't know what the percentage was, though.
Again, it's my observation that it's the majority of people who are going in and out of there. And they're not even wearing KN95s.
No,
they're wearing the
shitty masks.
The shitty 3-ply surgical masks. And those don't offer any protection, really, against these strains. I mean, the CDC, Fauci, other people have said you might as well not wear anything if you're going to wear those 3-ply masks. Anyways, my point is, Maybe I'm just being self-conscious, but I feel like I'm getting lots of dirty looks.
I think it's just you.
No, somebody stared at me because I wasn't wearing a mask, I believe.
Maybe they were staring at you for a different reason. Maybe
Um,
you had a giant booger in your beard.
It's possible, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
And I just feel very judged when I'm in that space.
I don't think you should go in Whole Foods anymore.
Why?
Because I don't think you're a fan of that store.
I like the stuff there, actually. They sell stuff there that I can't get in other places. So I actually do like shopping there.
I bought a bunch of farro there today.
Farro is a grain we've been eating a lot of that I like.
Yeah. They had it in the bulk section, but they didn't have they did away with all their little plastic baggies.
Right.
So they only gave you a paper bag. So of course the paper bag got punctured at the register. So I had to put it in another bag.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was a
nightmare.
nightmare.
You don't find that exciting?
No, I find it fucking annoying because you punctured the bags, right? And you brought them home, and I spent close to 4 hours cleaning our house today from top to bottom. So vacuuming, mopping the floors. Ted helped me cleaning the bathrooms. Anyways, all in all, it was about a 4-hour endeavor. You come home, you open up this bag, and you start spilling farro everywhere. Because you have holes in the bags. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
If that's the worst thing that could have happened to you today, then I feel sorry for you.
What? You spilling?
I don't feel sorry.
And then I'm like, okay, can you not spill farro all over the floors I spent all day cleaning while you were out shopping and enjoying yourself? And you looked at me, you walked over to this other cabinet, and you start fucking around in there. Then you pull out this bag of beans, you poke a hole in that, and you start pouring beans all over the floor. And you want me to believe this wasn't intentional.
Wholly unintentional.
I don't believe it.
It was just a happy coincidence.
No, so you sabotaged me with beans and farro.
Okay.
Got me really mad.
Yeah.
There's a period of time after I clean the floors where anything that falls on them angers me.
How long is that period?
It lasts a couple hours.
Okay.
Because there's a clean house energy.
What?
Can you feel it? After you clean the house, there's an energy.
After I clean the house? I never clean the house. That's why I don't get the clean house energy.
You can't walk into, you don't notice when the house has been,
funny.
You don't notice when the house has been cleaned.
Of course I do. I appreciate you so much.
And you don't enjoy that feeling of being in a clean house.
You're so awesome.
It's like, it lingers for a while. That feeling, that clean house feeling. Anyways, and you did your part in making sure it went away quickly today. So I thank you.
I was doing the important work of making sure that our food shelves are stocked.
Yeah. Well, that's important work. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
I said, yeah. Okay.
You don't think I appreciate it?
I hope you do.
Okay.
I appreciate you cleaning the house.
You do.
Of course I do.
Okay.
That's why I left the house all day, so you can clean it.
Yeah, I don't think that's the reason. So,
wait, why do you think I left the house today?
To go shopping.
I left the house to be out of your way.
You don't need to do that. I would clean the house if you were here.
Yeah. That's why I left. That's why I left.
Because you don't want to be here when I'm cleaning the house.
I don't want to be in the way.
Am I too anal for you when that's happening? So, anyways,
yeah. I bought you tea.
You did, thank you. I'm having trouble. I think, with all of these people around and having to deal with them. There's just so many more
Who people?
Just people everywhere.
What are you talking about?
I'm not used to being around people.
I do have to say, like, it's a little, it's hard to get back into the rhythm. Like, there's all these things that are happening now again, like events.
That's what I mean. We went to an event over the weekend.
Yeah.
Right? I wrote it down here. What was it called?
Square Foot Saturday.
Square Foot Saturday. So I don't want to get too much into this because I don't think it's all that particularly interesting. But
what do you not find interesting about it?
I'm just not interested in grains. Okay,
so I am.
Let me set the context here. So Square Foot Saturday was this thing put on by this Northeast Grain Collective or something like that.
Northeast Grain Alliance.
It doesn't matter.
I care, and I think you should do them some credit. If you're going to talk about it, you shouldn't talk about it in a negative manner.
I'm not talking about it in a negative manner. But getting the name of the thing wrong doesn't really matter. Okay, so what's it called? The Northeast Grain Collective? Alliance?
Yes, the Northeast Grain Alliance.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you what it's about?
Go ahead.
So it's a alliance, as the name implies, because one of the things that most people think about when they think about like local food sources, like local food chains, right? When you think about eating local, what do you think about?
When I think about eating local?
Yeah. Like if somebody says to you, oh, you should eat local, like what are the types of foods that you think about getting local?
Vegetables.
Okay.
That's it. Chickens.
Right.
Cows, livestock.
Right. So their whole thing is that there's a lot of local grain around. You can get locally sourced and farmed in the Northeast, things like rice and wheat and grains of all sorts. So they put this collective together. I'm calling it a collective because you keep calling it a collective. This organization together to help market the fact that there are grains being grown in the Northeast and that you can locally source these grains. And that what they did was they put on an event this past Saturday across a lot of their community. Anybody who uses the grains in beer. So, for example, the Dirty Truth in Northampton did like an event with like one of their beers.
That's a bar, right? The Dirty Truth in Northampton.
That like locally sources malt, perhaps, which is made with locally sourced grain, right? The flour mill that we went to, Ground Up Grain, did an event where they had local bakers who are using the grains.
Okay.
And that are by way of the flour that is being made, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a marketing tool to help for people to understand. So, and then part of the why it was called Square Foot Saturdays, because for every like they figured out a calculation for like how like one bagel equals how much square footage of grain that was produced in the Northeast.
Right. What was that calculation?
I don't know. There was like numbers on tables, but I don't know them off the top of my head. You took some pictures, so maybe you know the answer to some of that.
Yeah, I didn't take any pictures of that.
But that was what it was a way to raise awareness about locally raised grains in the Northeast and the farmers who are producing those things.
Yeah, I mean, the things I found interesting was we got to go to this, flour producer.
It's a flour mill.
Yeah, what was the name of it?
Ground Up Grain.
Did you say that already?
Yeah.
Ground Up Grain. We went to their little factory in Holyoke, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they showed us around. You want to say excuse me?
Excuse me.
That wasn't me. What?
Nothing.
People are going to think it was me. It wasn't me.
You were talking while I burped.
I don't burp on here anymore since I stopped drinking beer.
Okay.
Besides, I've evolved. It's not funny. I don't find that kind of humor amusing any longer. burping. So we toured their little factory, which was fun. Yeah, their little mill. We saw their actual grain mills, which are these things that have these two stones.
Those are the flour mills.
The flour mills that process the flour and make flour. That was pretty interesting. Watched some guy talk us through it all. He turned on all of the machines and told us what happened when the machines turn on. Then they had a bunch of little vendors there who use the flour. So this woman who makes cookies.
And bread.
This guy who makes bagels. They had people outside who made pizza. They had a beer person out there. Like a beer vendor type of person.
Kent Fall Brewery.
What?
Kent Falls Brewery.
Who's Kent Falls?
That's the name of the brewery that was there.
Sounds like the name of an action hero.
Okay.
Kent Falls. Doesn't it? Kent Falls Brewery?
Well, because you didn't mention that Ground Up Greens.
Too many breweries. Since I stopped drinking beer 2 years ago, I'm not interested so much in beers and breweries, and it feels like there's too many of them now.
All right.
I feel like the market is saturated. So go ahead. Kent Falls Brewery.
Yeah.
What about it?
Nothing. They were there.
Okay. Well, I don't have much to
With
say
beer.
about it. I think my larger point about this, I guess maybe it was your point too, about there being more events and stuff to go to. There's a whole bunch of people there standing around. Like one person out of like the 30 maybe was wearing a mask. But it was almost like pre-pandemic times.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big open air kind of space too. It was like a warehouse.
Yeah.
We're standing outside.
Yeah.
So.
True story.
Is this normal? Is this normal?
No, but there was like all sorts of stuff happening like Friday night and whatnot. And like, it's like overwhelming that there were like things to do.
What was happening Friday night?
There was an art walk in East Hampton. There was like a music show in Northampton. There's like a whole bunch of stuff happening Friday night.
Are you going to start getting FOMO?
I don't get FOMO.
Yeah, you do.
Thanks.
You're the most FOMO person I know.
You're a FOMO.
Huh?
You're a FOMO.
I'm a mofo. I'm not a FOMO. Right?
Anyway.
You always want to go.
I used to go out Friday nights because you play video games.
Yeah,
on
but
Friday
you
nights.
always want to be doing this or that.
I like to do
And
things.
feel like, always express you feel like you're missing out if you're not doing this or that.
No, I just enjoy doing things. And when I'm not doing something or if I'm just sitting around, I just feel like a slug sometimes.
Okay.
So it's not so much the FOMO. It's more not feeling like a...
Yeah, I just don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Okay, that's you.
Ever. So, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling with this whole opening back up of the world.
Are you?
Yeah, and I was looking around for tips on how to deal
Tips?
with this. Yeah, tips.
Okay.
And
What did you find on the internet?
well, this is from actually the National Health Services in England, Great Britain. Is that what you call it?
Mm-hmm.
They had tips. They were the best tips I've seen. I looked at a couple of different pages. And those British people had the best ones.
Okay, what did they say?
Should I try to do this in a British accent?
No, please don't.
I'm going to.
Please don't. Please don't.
I have to. Let me try it out.
No.
Nothing. Okay, I got it now. Nothing is good.
No.
Yeah.
No, wrong.
Go at your own pace.
No. Just no.
That's tip number 1. Go at your own pace.
No.
So it says, and this is what we were just talking about. This says that you might be tempted to make lots of plans, right? Because there's stuff opening up, there are events, but don't rush. Do what's comfortable for you, right? So, for example, if somebody's pushing you against your will to, let's say, go to see a Broadway play.
Oh.
Right? And if you're not comfortable with that, you should say so.
Oh,
and you should advocate for yourself.
Okay.
That's what this says.
Great.
So take it step by step and only do what's comfortable and safe for you to ease back into socializing. That's what it says. And build up from there.
Okay.
As your confidence returns. I don't think my confidence will ever return. What do you think?
I think your confidence will return.
Okay. Don't avoid things entirely.
Oh, don't avoid things entirely.
I don't. I went with you to this grain party over the weekend.
Grain party.
It was like a grain party.
Mm-hmm. There was grain everywhere.
I went to that with you. I'm not avoiding that. Right? I go into the stores. You know, I'm not wearing masks. I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get back. But it says if avoiding things that make us anxious feels easier. Right? But don't do that.
Right.
Right. Unless it's a giant pain in the ass, like getting on a train or a bus and going into Manhattan to see a play.
It's not that difficult.
It does say that here.
It does not say that.
It does. So don't avoid things entirely. I don't think you're going to have that problem.
Mm-mm.
I think you just want to hit the go button and you don't want to ease it back in. You don't want to ease in. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I just want to dip in a little, right? See how things are feeling, and then just like slowly ease back into life, right?
Yeah.
Little at a time.
Okay.
Little at a time. This is important. Get your information from the right sources.
That's pretty important.
Right? So, for example, if somebody you know is telling you, hey, this play, Wicked, is really good, you would totally love it. You should see it. You should verify whether or not that play is really good. Right?
You're funny.
Shouldn't take somebody's word for it.
You're funny.
What do you mean?
You're funny.
Why am I funny?
I love how you're making this all about that.
About what?
Going into Manhattan.
You're trying to force me to go to this play against my will. Anyways, all right, get your information from the right sources. I see this now. I'm on these Facebook forums, these community forums, right, where people are just spreading misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
And they're outright lying about things. They claim certain things are historical fact, and they're not. Right? And then I try to post the links to accurate information.
Yeah. What do they say?
It's like they don't even read them.
No, they don't.
They just say that's a hoax.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a hoax.
Do you just scream back at them? You're a hoax?
No, I don't. I'm trying not to engage so much with that shit. It's fun in the moment, but it makes me feel bad.
For them? Or
for
you?
Me.
Why?
I just feel like I'm slumming it. Right? Anyways, I don't want to talk too much about that.
Okay.
But I want to dial it back. Let's see. Discuss changes in your life as you're easing back into society with other people, right?
Okay.
So, if you decide you're not wearing a mask anywhere, for example, and somebody invites you to a party, you might want to tell them that.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Sure.
So.
Although I don't know when the next party we're going to is.
I'm never going to another party. I mean, you have to be invited to one.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to invite me to one.
Oh, we did just get invited to a party.
What?
Our May Day party.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll give this to the May Day party. That's a good time. I'm sure we'll talk about it on here. All right. This tip says make time to relax. Why are you laughing at that?
Because it's a lot of what we do.
Is that bad? Relaxing?
No, relaxing is not bad.
Do you really feel like we relax more than other people?
No.
Do you feel like people are out there doing shit all the time or something, and we're not? Like, what's the...
I don't know.
You laughed like a hyena at that.
I didn't... First of all, that's not cool.
What's not cool?
I'm not a hyena, and I don't laugh
I didn't say you were a hyena. I said you laughed like a hyena.
I don't laugh like a hyena.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I feel like we do a lot of relaxing around here, which is not a bad thing.
Okay. I don't see it. I feel like we're moving all the time. We're constantly doing this or that, taking somebody here or there. I don't know. I guess you don't agree. That's fine. Challenge unhelpful thoughts.
Okay.
Why are you smiling?
What are unhelpful thoughts?
Unnecessary worries, apparently, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says if you can learn to identify those, what worries are unhelpful, which aren't, that you should confront them. I'd be afraid to do that. I don't like confronting my unhelpful thoughts.
Yeah.
Because they have a way of coming back at you. It's usually in my dreams. And they torture me in my dreams.
It sounds horrid.
Sounds what?
Horrid.
Horrid? Okay. Tell someone how you feel. I don't like this one. It says you should find somebody, especially if you feel lonely or isolated. You should find somebody and talk to them. It says chances are someone else knows how you feel. I don't feel like anyone knows how I feel. Do you feel that way?
Oh my God.
Do you feel like anyone could understand how you feel?
Sure.
Really? Huh. I don't feel anyone can understand me.
Okay.
Well, this is what it says. Tell somebody.
It.
Tell somebody.
You tell somebody?
That's what it says, to tell somebody.
I'm asking if you're following all this advice.
No.
You not tell people?
No, I don't tell anyone how I feel.
You keep it bottled up?
Do I keep it bottled up? No, not in the sense, not in the traditional sense. No.
Okay.
I cry to myself.
You cry?
Yeah, I write long confessions and then burn them.
What?
In the backyard in the fire pit.
Oh no, you're lying. Okay.
No, no, I don't really have many people I talk to. I guess I talk to you.
Yeah.
But I don't talk to anyone else.
Sure you do.
No, not really.
Sure you do.
Who?
You have all your friends.
I have 4 friends.
Okay, you talk to them.
No, I can't talk to them. They're hyenas. If you show any weakness, they attack you.
And your other friends?
I have 2 other friends.
Okay.
And one of them is also a hyena and will attack if any weakness is shown. Do I need new friends?
Yeah.
Do you have supportive friends?
Yeah.
And you can talk to?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you share personal information with them?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that.
Why?
I would never share personal information with a friend.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I feel sorry for you.
The second I'm in the presence of a friend, it's like my antivirus software goes up. Like I cannot give them access to this personally identifiable information.
I don't understand. They're literally your friends.
Maybe they're not my friends. Maybe this says something about me. I should talk to my therapist about this. But I don't even want him to know how I feel. So that's a problem too. All right. This says to plan social occasions. We were just talking about this the other day. I said we're never having another party again.
Yeah.
Another get together. I don't ever want to have one. Do you?
Yeah.
Who would you invite?
My friends. And your friends. And our friends.
I don't think we should mix friends.
They've already been mixed. They're like in a giant blender.
Don't you remember pre-pandemic we used to do that, have these parties, and just we would mix people from different areas of our lives.
Yeah.
It often didn't go well.
I don't know that it didn't go well.
Yeah, there was almost an altercation once. One time somebody got really drunk, threatened to beat me up.
That was the same person.
No, different. Well, the same person was involved in both of those incidents, yes. But it involved
alcohol.
outside friend groups.
Mm-hmm.
And it did involve alcohol, yeah. All right, find routines where you can. I like routines.
Yeah.
Do you like routines?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of routine do you have?
I work out. I go on walks. I have my meetings.
Meetings aren't routines, they're meetings.
Part of my routine.
Right.
Laundry, shopping.
That's not a routine.
Okay.
This says...
Watching TV with you at night. Drinking tea.
Well, this doesn't really define what a routine is.
Yeah, thank you.
It just says find something and stick to it.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. Write down your thoughts.
I don't do that.
That's the other piece of advice.
I don't do that.
No?
No.
Me either.
I don't like writing.
I used to like writing. I don't like it so much anymore. So I'm not going to write my thoughts down. Sorry. Not going to happen, ever. All right, and then focus on the present. Oh, I hate this mindfulness shit. Right? That's what that is? Mindfulness?
Focus on the present.
Yeah.
Well, it's like not focusing on what's already happened, and it's not focused on
this says
the existential
this says thinking
crisis
about
we're all facing in the
this
world.
says thinking about the past and the future is bad for you.
It is. Just live in the moment. We're here now. Right now. It's all that matters.
Really?
Right now.
I totally disagree.
Right? Yeah.
There are things we do under the umbrella of planning, right? Which involves thinking about the future, right? That help make our present easier.
How so?
Okay, the present, right, is yesterday's future. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And there are things we can do thinking ahead and thinking about what's going to happen and planning for X, Y, and Z outcomes to make life a little bit easier in the future. I don't think we should ignore the past. I don't think we should ignore the future. Okay? We need to think about these things. And I'm not into this mindfulness. I don't like it.
There goes the yawning.
Yeah, I don't like mindfulness.
Okay.
Okay. That's when the bear comes along and eats you because you're meditating. You're not focusing on what's around you. You're too inwardly focused.
Okay.
I don't like that. All right, that's it. That's all that the National Health Services in England has to say about this.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
It's helpful.
Was it helpful?
I'm not going to write a journal.
All right, you're yawning now. You're making me yawn.
You're making me yawn.
I guess that's the end. Let's see. What else can we talk about here real quick?
What else do you have on your list?
We finished Yellowstone season 4.
We did.
I like that show.
It was pretty good. Very soapy, but it's good.
I've never watched a soap opera in my life, like what you would think of as a traditional soap opera. When I think of Yellowstone or shows like it, they're just dramas. Is a soap opera just a drama?
Yeah.
But I feel like soap operas are more like tongue-in-cheek kind of...
No.
They're like pulpier. They're not meant to be high art.
I don't think Yellowstone is high art.
I think it's aspiring to be.
It's very, very dramatic at moments. I mean, it's a network television show.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Yeah, it's good. I agree.
We finished that. We finished season 4 finally.
Yeah.
We caught up to that. I like it too. It's only 10 episodes per season.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not,
yeah,
like some of these other shows we watch, which are like 20, 23 episodes per season. It's like, fucking Christ sakes. Just tell a tighter story.
Yeah. Why do I want to watch the last episodes of The Walking Dead?
I have no desire.
I have no idea what's going on.
I have no desire. They completely destroyed that show. I'm not going to watch it. I'm sorry. I can't waste my time on that. Let's see. We started watching Bridgerton season 2.
Yeah. That's soapy.
I don't think it's soapy. Maybe I just don't know what a soap opera is. We'll leave that alone. It's fun. I like it. It's lighthearted. Mm-hmm. It's really colorful. Mm-hmm. A lot of the shows we watch are dark. They have like dark palettes. They, are dreary. But Bridgerton is like super bright and colorful. I like all the outfits. Mm-hmm. There's not as much sex in this season yet.
Well, just so you recall, all the sex in season 1 didn't start until like episode 4 or 5, and we're only like 3 episodes in.
That was a steamy season.
Yeah. It was basically like core porn.
Yeah.
At times.
Let's hope it gets back to that.
I have a feeling I don't know anything about season 2, but I feel like there's going to be some...
You think it's driving in that direction?
Some reckoning coming in the next episode or so.
By reckoning, do you mean sex?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, they're building up to some tension.
Yeah.
And we all know what you got to do with tension.
You got to release it.
Got to ease it. Got to ease the tension, right? Got to release it. Especially that biological tension.
What else you got?
Right. Got to ease the tension.
What else do you got there?
Got to release it. Then we started watching this Marvel show, Moon Knight.
I liked it.
Well, I don't know that this is exactly a spoiler alert because we don't know why, but this guy, the character it focuses on, Oscar Isaac's character, who plays this Moon Knight character, he hears voices in his head. I said no spoilers.
It's not a spoiler.
Know something about it. You don't give away a key
literally
plot point.
Is not a spoiler.
That is literally a key plot point because we don't know why he's hearing voices in his head. You read that somewhere. You read it. Stop. Don't say it again because I'm going to actually cut that out because it's a spoiler.
Okay.
Did you read that on the internet?
Yes.
Has it come up in the show yet? We've seen one episode.
Yeah.
No.
At the end of it, they made it pretty clear.
No. Did they specifically say it?
No.
Did they? Okay.
They didn't use that terminology.
That is a spoiler.
Okay.
I said no spoilers.
Sure.
Anyways, my point is, this guy walks around hearing voices in his head, and it's just like Venom.
No.
Yes, it's exactly like Venom. It tells him what to do. He loses control when he loses time. When the voice takes over, it's just like Venom.
Okay.
Anyways, I need to see more of this before I buy into it.
Okay.
It can't just be Venom.
I don't think it is Venom. Venom was a symbiote alien that co-joined with a human. Not the same as a guy hearing voices in his head.
Okay. Did the guy who had Venom in him hear voices in his head?
They knew it was an alien symbiote.
It doesn't matter.
sort of does, but okay.
Sort of doesn't. Okay, well, that's all I had.
Okay.
Short episode, unless there's something else you want to talk about.
No. We
Really?
visited my friend Andrea's new store today.
Your friend Andrea's new store. What's the name of the store?
The Closet.
The Closet.
Yeah.
And where is The Closet?
It's in the Mill District in North Amherst.
Okay. Tell us about The Closet. What is The Closet? What can I get there? Is it a store that sells closets?
Yes, it's a reseller of clothing, but it's not fast fashion. It's more designer and vintage. She intentionally only procures...
Did you say it's not fast fashion?
Yes.
What does that mean?
She doesn't carry brands like Old Navy and The Gap and things like that.
Okay, so
or H&M. Like she's
a reseller of clothes.
Right. So she's intentionally only holding inventory of like more designer upscale kind of clothing.
Right. But it's clothing that's in good shape. It's wearable. Right. It's stuff people have gotten rid of.
Right. And she's not selling it for exorbitant amount of money either.
Right.
Like it's fair pricing for
so it's a way
upscale stuff.
So it's a way for people to get access to higher end designer brands at an affordable price. And it's in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's planning some interesting events for the store and other kinds of interesting things. And I might go bring over a bunch of art pieces for her walls.
This is desirable. This, people want this designer clothing.
Yeah. For sure.
I can't fit into designer clothes.
That's not true.
It's for thin people.
That's not true.
Well, tell me about that then. That's my perception.
They make clothing in all sizes.
I once tried to put on a pair of Banana Republic pants.
Banana Republic?
I couldn't get it past my knee.
First of all.
My shins are so fat. I couldn't get a pair of Banana Republic pants past my knee.
Banana Republic is one brand of many.
Is that high fashion?
Banana Republic is the high end of fast fashion. It's owned by the Gap. They're all owned by the Gap. Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic, and Athleta are all owned by the Gap.
So the Gap still exists?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she's how do we get on that?
What do you mean? How do we get on that? You can look her up on the socials.
No. How did I get on Banana Republic not fitting me?
I don't know. How did you get on Banana Republic? Because she's selling designer clothing.
Okay. It's not for me. That was my point.
Well, also, although she's not gender exclusive, most of the items in the store are for women. So I don't think you would be a target market person for...
Why? Why can't I wear
store? You can.
Whatever I want to wear?
You can. That's why I just said she's not gender exclusive.
Okay. I've worn your clothes before.
Mm-hmm. She's having like drag events and things.
I don't think I'm ready for drag.
Okay.
But I've worn your clothes.
Sure.
Some of it's like manly clothes.
Sure. Manly clothes. You mean like the purple fleece leggings you took?
Okay, those aren't manly, but I like those.
Yeah, because they're warm.
Yeah. It's a challenge to squeeze into those. They're not made for bodies like mine.
Well, leggings are made for anybody.
I don't like wearing them.
Bike shorts.
I'm very self-conscious.
But wearing leggings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very self-conscious.
But they keep you warm.
I know. But things show through that fabric.
That's why you wear another pair of pants on top. It's a base layer.
A base layer?
It's an undergarment.
So you shouldn't be walking around wearing just leggings.
I mean...
I do see women doing that, and men too.
A lot of women do it.
That's not cool? Like, is that not acceptable?
They call that athleisure wear.
Athleisure wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You walk around in leggings.
But I walk around in leggings because I'm working out.
Right.
And then I might go for a walk later. So like the transition of like changing between my workout and going for a walk is usually a short period of time in which I don't feel the need to change.
But you're not afraid that parts of you will show through?
What parts?
You know, like bumps, lines, creases.
You're funny.
Like, why do I care about that? Why is that something that terrifies me?
I don't know. That's a you problem.
I know.
I mean,
shouldn't I be able to proudly walk out of the house in my purple leggings and not worried about what parts of me are
I just gotta say,
coming through the pants?
Men are always worried about their penis showing or whatever.
I was trying to talk around it.
But like, women have
like
breasts that protrude from their chest, right?
I know.
And depending on the woman, it might be more bosomy than others. I mean, some men might have that problem too.
Being more bosomy?
Being more bosomy.
Or being larger down there and having more protrusion.
Right. It's all about,
Yeah, but I feel...
exposure.
I know, but...
How tight do you want
boy,
things
this
on
isn't...
your body?
I wasn't anticipating this going in this direction, but like, do you feel like women are just as conscious about their breast size as men are about their penis size?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're fucking annoying.
No, what I'm saying is like, do you think...
Yeah, I'm sure like people who wish they had larger breasts
right.
will look at other women or
right.
vice versa or whatever. Yeah, of course.
Huh. All right. I didn't want to turn this into the breast and penis size podcast.
It doesn't have to be.
No.
But like same with like women's butts or waists or whatever. Like women are judgy and
they are
pretty judgy. You're always checking out other people.
Okay.
Anyways.
I feel, I don't know.
You feel exposed. That's what
I feel
it
exposed
comes down to.
And I feel like there's more potential for ridicule.
Yeah.
Right? If you're walking around with a tiny little bump where your penis should be.
First of all, nobody would ever come up to you and say anything.
They might laugh.
Behind your back, maybe.
Yeah. That's a fear.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, why do you think it takes women so long to get ready to go out of the house half the time?
Why?
Because it's not like men can just like put on like a pair of pants and a t-shirt and leave the house and like not think about it.
But when I was swimming, I got used to it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I had these swim shorts, these spandex swim shorts that I would squeeze myself into. And after a while, I was just parading around the pool in them. Like it was nobody's business. Not thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's about your own self-confidence.
But we judge people's bodies. Why do we do that?
I don't know. It's just something that we do.
I see that look. You judge my body.
I don't judge your body.
You do. You judge it. I can see it in your eyes. You're judging it now. All right. That's enough. I didn't see things going in that direction, but there they are. All right. Well,
yeah. Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. Yep. Watch it. We like it. We enjoy it, right? It's a good show. I like queens and kings and princes and courts and dances and that kind of stuff. That's all fun to watch. Oh, did you say shut up and let's go watch Bridgerton?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're trying to say to me?
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't asking me to recap Bridgerton?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's it. People, thanks for listening.
Thank you. We love you.
We appreciate it. If you're hearing our show for the first time, could you please subscribe, download our episodes, leave us a review.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if it's a bad review, that's fine. Leave us a review. Tell a friend about us if you're a fan. Try to get people on the Soft Serve podcast train.
That's right. It's leaving the station.
It's never leaving the station, let's face it. It's going to stay in the station until the wheels rust off and the conductor dies.
All righty.
Okay?
All right,
that's what's going to happen to the Soft Serve podcast train. Now, finally, what did I want to say? There was one other thing I wanted to say.
What do you want to say?
I don't know. Well, take care.
Yeah. Love
Be
you.
well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that anymore, that we love people.
We don't love you, I guess.
I don't know. Why don't I feel like I want to say it anymore?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I don't want to say it.
All right.
I'm not going to say that I love people because I don't know anybody.
All right, people.
All right. Stomping Jen's yawning. That's it. Time to go. Take care. Bye now.
Bye now.
This world of ours, ever growing smaller, must avoid becoming a community of dreadful fear and hate. Those who have freedom will understand also its heavy responsibility. That all who are insensitive to the needs of others will learn charity, and that the sources, scourges of poverty, disease, and ignorance will be made disappear from the earth. And that in the goodness of time, all peoples will come to live together in a peace guaranteed by the binding force of mutual respect and love. I shall never cease to do what little I can to help the world advance along that road.